Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tonic Live with myself, Owain.
And me, Alison.
What is Tonic Live? If you haven't joined us before, Tonic Live is live tutorials with myself and Alison. Let me just turn the sound off on this. There we go. Tonic Live is live tutorials with myself and Alison, where we answer your questions and listen to your suggestions in the comments section below. Usually, the shows run for about 30 minutes with the tutorial. We've got a show later on at 4 PM today, Tea Time with Tonic, which is a new feature where what we're going to do is go through your cards, me and Alison have a little chat. Any questions you ask in the comments, which we don't manage to answer live on the show, I'll try and answer it a little bit later on. It's a bit of an extra time sort of thing where we get to go through that, but that'll probably last around 15 minutes after about 4 PM. It's our 9th show, this one as well, so if you haven't watched any of the shows previously, they're all in the video section. Not necessarily watch them now, but after this is finished, watch them in between. You'll be able to catch up with everything we've chatted about before, all the great tutorials Alison's done to go through. And there's competition as well. So every week, if you haven't catch them before, what we give away is some of the dies which have been used in the show. In this case, we've got pretty much everything which is used making today's card. What we'll do is give those away, and we just give it away to anyone who's commented in the comments below. So whether you said hi, whether you said where you're from, whether you said what you'd like to see, whether you said suggestions, questions, whatever it is, we just draw one at random and then announce it in next week's show. So last week's winner was Cal Shrive. I did message you earlier today to try and get hold of it to get those dies out to give away. I think it was these, and if Alison could pass them over to me. Here we go. These were last week's prize. So that's what we're looking at there. So we had the Arab bow scale, pattern panels, and we had some dainty bows as well included there. So Alison's going to be doing a half cut card today for you guys. So we've got a new camera as well. So we have a new angle. I know a few of you loved the new angles last week. We've got a brand new angle as well, which we'll be able to show later on. So there we go. So that's the new side angle. So give you there you go. Hand cam. Right. So if you want to get started, we'll crack on with a half card.
Okie dokie. Well, this is the card we're going to make. So it's an easel type of card, but it could well be that you're going to flip it backwards. So you would decorate it in a different way, and it could be that type of card. So, but you use exactly the same kits. So I'm going to pop it back through, and I'm going to go through the dies that we use in first. So we're going to put it flat because otherwise it'll interfere with the camera.
Yeah, no, there we go.
I'll show you the dies, and then I can move some of them out of the way then. So first of all, we've got our top note trellis die. So the only bit I'm going to use out of that is the middle layering die.
I'll just mention, if I read out a code at any time today, guys, if you haven't watched before, that'll be a code that you can use to type into Google, followed by the word tonic, and you can find pretty much every product available on today's show out in the trade, okay? So that one, for instance, so that'll be 507E, followed by tonic, and you'll find that.
Then we've got our Jasmine Sunset die. It's a fabulous die set. Love this one.
And that's 1110E.
Then we've got our little Tiny Treasures die.
There we go.
Which is from our baby range.
Yeah, and that's 1265E.
Then we've got our new Home Keys die.
Yeah, and that is 1294E.
And that's all the die sets I'm using today.
And pretty much all of those are going to be given away in the competition today. So I've got them all. You can see them all in their packaging. Oh, not with Alison. There we go. I can show those on the camera. There we go. So all those will be available. And again, we're just going to give those away, pick it at random through any of the comments, which are, say, in the comments below, whether you said hi, what you want to see, anything. We'll just draw one of those at random, okay?
There we are. Okie dokie. Let's go from the start then. So my card is cut from an A4 piece of card. So I folded it in half and just cut it at 5 3/4 inches. So what I'm going to do now, am I fine enough for
There we go, yeah.
There we go. You can see me there. Oh, tip my
Dan, give him a bit of the other cam. Dan.
Oh, this is
Oh,
give him a
the
bit
new one.
There we go, give him a bit of that. There we go.
All right. What I'm going to do, I've got my scoring board, my Old Faithful. So I'm going to roughly put the die where the centre of my A4 gatefold is. And I'm just going to score up to the die on both sides. Okay. So now I can put that away. And then I'm going to stick my die down.
What do you say?
So that the points of the top note are against my score lines.
What type of tape? I was going to say the type of tape you use.
This
People asked
is
before.
Scotch removable tape. It's the one in the blue packaging. Okay, now before we cut this card, think of how the card is going to fold and which part you want to cut. And the bit I want to cut is, if we look at this card, I want the top of it to pop forward. So the bit I want to cut is the bottom end there. So the way I position it on my board will determine which part I cut.
Okay, I'll just do a few highs. So okay. Ruth said, good morning. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Northern Ireland. There we go. Sue said, hi, both. Looking forward today.
Hiya.
Hiya. Elizabeth said, good morning. Tracy said, good morning.
Hiya.
Tink said, morning, both. Cheryl said, good morning. Oh, glad that everyone's joined us so early. Again, it's an early start, guys, but you can watch it later on. If you miss any of this, you missed any of the intro with Alison, you can watch it all later on. It's all uploaded. Karen said, hello, hope you're all feeling the tonic love. Good morning. I want to go through everyone just so I did.
Hi, sorry to hold you up. Team as well.
Morning from a cloudy Stoke. Again, I'll go through a few more later, but I'll let Alison carry on.
Because I know they're all busy out there.
Just hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Right then, I have put my die down onto my cutting board, and I've put my top plate then right up to the bow of the die, because that's where I want to cut to. So as always, we're using the tangerine.
Yeah, so it's a tangerine die cut machine. It's coming in. I know a lot of you guys ask when is it coming in again. So it's going to be back in. We said late July. It's probably going to late July, early August when they're going to be back. Some of you looking for new plates as well. Going to be back in a similar sort of time. Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to look at a tangerine machine, you haven't got a tangerine machine, have a look. A lot of reviews out there. Although it'll stay out of stock, they're coming back in late July, August time.
Okay, so there's the first part. Let me crease it on those little lines. There's the first part of our card done, and that's what does the half cut. So we've got the cut on the back and the front. So there we go. I'm just going to reinforce that fold there. Now I'm going to cut the pattern. So I'm going to be cutting this part, which is from our Jasmine Sunset. Where did I put the die?
Yeah, Jasmine Sunset, just in case you didn't catch the code on that. Let me get that for you. You got that, 1110E. That is Jasmine Sunset.
Okay, just going to pop my tape on here.
It's alright. Denise Fraser says, morning, first time watching you both live. Looking forward to hints and tips. Have a lovely day. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank
Denise.
You.
First time watchers, so love to have you along. I know there's a few guys who always tune in. Brilliant. Always kind with the comments. We really appreciate them. When we have a look back after the show, we love it.
We always have a read.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut that through again. Now I know because I'm not going to be able to turn this card, so there are going to be areas that are not going to cut through. I'm just going to bring it a little bit nearer to me because I've only got little arms. Okay, so I'm going to run it forward and back, and I will show you now the area that hasn't cut. I should have popped a little bit of card in. I'll grab a bit in the drawer now. No. Okay, so if you can see, right, there's an area across the top here, and there's a little area down the bottom that hasn't cut. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a shim on, because obviously I can't turn the card that way because it won't fit in the machine. And you'll probably get this with most die cutting machines. Excuse me.
It's just like due to the intricacy of the die is.
Yeah. And purely because I can't turn it. If I could turn it, then it would be no problem. Yeah. And it's cutting right in the centre of my plate.
When people do say, turn your dies, I know I get asked, what do they mean by that? You're turning the...
You turn the whole piece of card. If that was just a square piece of card, I would turn it that way and recut it.
Okay, right.
But because I can only position my card down the plate, I haven't got that option this time. So basically all you want to do is cut a little piece of card just where the bit hasn't cut. So let me check again where that is. So it's across the top there. I'm going to make that a little bit thinner.
I'll do some morning to you.
Okay.
Morning from sunny Croydon. Not too bad the weather. Was it muggy? I guess a lot of mug. A lot of mug in Bridgend today. Good morning, first time watching. Hi Diane. Sandra just made it. Yeah, if you didn't catch any of the start, you can watch it again. All uploaded later.
Just checking again.
Alwyn Robert said, morning from North Wales. Hope you're not hungover from the football last night. I'm not too bad. If we'd won, this might not have happened this show. But
they played well.
I think just stopped there. I did a few over a friend's house. We all watched there. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but I don't know. It did well to get so far.
Exactly.
I guess so. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you. And Mandy is watching live at Magos Services. Got to wait till Ali's finished now. Going to cost a fortune in coffee. Not loving it. So.
Oh.
Yeah, if you are watching in an unusual place, be sure to tell us.
No, I don't think you should ask for that.
Service station is
not too unusual.
Not too unusual. Service station is pretty mild.
Okay, so there's my shims. Basically, what this does, it puts a little bit of extra pressure on the parts that I haven't cut through. So when I run it back through now, the pressure is on those areas. So with any luck, we shall see everything cut through.
What can you use to make a shim? Is it just
a piece of card? Any piece of card.
Like cereal boxes and stuff like that. I think I've used.
Wouldn't need it that thick.
You don't even need it that thick.
No,
okay.
not that thick. Just an ordinary piece of card. And now if you look there, everything is cut through. So we're just going to pop the die off. And we're going to give this a little bit of a flip.
Doris McLeod asks, Alison, do you ever get Owain to help you craft? But
we shall.
It's something that will happen in future shows. I will join. We'll do a side by side, me and Alison making. See,
vote for who's the best.
Yeah, vote for, if you decide that my cards were better, then maybe Alison doesn't, we wouldn't need us.
Maybe I'm out of a job.
But, until then, I've attempted cards in the past, but I think, I don't know, Alison's you'd rather see the pro, I think. I don't know whether you'd want
No,
it.
I think we'd like to see
I think you'd rather see the pros do it.
I really think we'd like to.
Nearly missed this, just as well, mate. That's from Amanda. Your neighbour Janet just texted you. Yep, we're on here. Say if you missed anything, it's all uploaded later on. I tried to watch at 9 a.m. eager or what. Well, yeah, not on yet, Lindsay. At 10 a.m. we'll keep just to give you a choice. We'll give us a chance to get into work, and then you guys to tune in.
Just pop in these little bits out. I've left my pokey tool, so that's why I'm using scissors.
Karen says getting a bit cheeky there. That's becoming a running theme. we'll bring it back.
I think going should be crafted.
I know. Well, I said I will give. I want to do the football cards with the male Rococos. I want to definitely give that a go. If Wales had won yesterday, I would have been all over those male Rococos today.
Poor Rococos.
I don't know. What have we got? So
I'm nearly done. Sorry.
No, that's all right. No, quite often use tonic dyes and love them. That's from Gillian. Yeah, I hope everyone. Yeah, if you haven't used tonic dyes before, or this is the first time you're stumbling across this video, we're a paper crafting company. We make a lot of dyes. We make glues, pens, papers, that kind of thing. So have a look at our website, www.tonic-studios.co.uk or .com if you're, say, in the US and you're watching. And there'll be... I've just hold that forward a little bit. There we go. Dan's giving us the...
I forget my arms is short.
There we go. Yeah, if that's what Tonic Studios does. There's plenty of info out there. We've got blogs, inspiration, etc.
You could leave the card open like that, so it's a nice doily effect. But I've popped a piece of card behind it. So there's the piece of card. So I've used the outer layer that we used to cut the half cut. Just to cut another layer to go behind. So I've used like a light Air Force blue colour. And as I say, it's going to be a baby card. So my funky glue as always.
Yeah, funky glue. We're going to include some funky glues in the competition this week, guys, by the way. So any of your comments, plenty in already. We'll be drawing one of those names at random to win this, and we'll give it away. And just when we announce the winner, you just send us a private message, and we'll get them sent out to you. Straight.
So I'm just going around the outer edge of the pattern with a little bit of glue and a little bit on the inner edge so that it's stuck firm then.
Like you said in previous, don't use that much of you at all.
You don't use that much. It's a tiny little trail of it. And actually, I take some of that off because I don't want it to squelch through. There we are.
Is there a risk of getting the card a bit soggy if you use too much
You
glue?
can. Sometimes it'll wrinkle if you put too much on it. Okay. So I'm just going to pop this on the inside. Let's move this out the way so you can see what I'm doing.
We go.
So it's on the inside of my card. Just squaring up with the edges. There we are. Make sure you've got it on the right spot because otherwise your card doesn't open correctly. But I think we're pretty good for that. And that's all stuck down. There we are. So I've cut 2 little squares. Now the reason I had the trellis, the top note trellis die, was so that I could make a layer. And it fits perfectly with the inner layer from the Jasmine Sunset. And that was by luck.
Yeah.
More luck than judgment. So we're going to pop a few little pads behind this. And a little bit of layer in there.
Yeah, a little bit of... If you should show them sticking the sticky pads on.
There we are.
So using
sticky
5
pads.
there pretty much.
I got 5.
New camera.
There we
Oh,
go.
sorry.
There you can see.
He's got me sneaking
Victoria
now,
gave
hasn't
you some props on the fabulous camera work as well, Dan. So Dan has become just as much of a
he?
celebrity.
You may
as,
even see Dan.
Yeah.
The third attempt is the best.
Last week we did say we'd show Dan on camera at some point, but it cut off just before he was shown. So maybe at the end of today's show we can have a wave and show us. He's the guy, does great with making sure we can get all these great shots on Alison Craft in. What have we got here?
Because I wouldn't be any good with computers, cameras, anything.
He's the pro on that. I say, Lynn says seriously invest in this die set, whether it be the dark jasmine or the top note. They seem to go really well together.
They go really well together. And you could do this outer pattern. You could do exactly the same with the top note trellis. It's just that the outer edge will be wider.
Angela Field says, thank you so much for this demo. Always wondered how this was done. Great demo, and didn't realise it was so easy. Thanks again.
There we are.
And that's something we want to do. We want to show, not necessarily, always the most complicated things to do. We want to show some of the easiest stuff to do as well. So, and if you've got die sets which you want to see us use on the show, which we haven't before, but you've got older Tonic die sets, we can do tutorials with those too. Do you know? It's not all about the brand new.
We want to make the hard things look easy.
Yeah.
That's the aim of it. So I've got my layers now for the base. So again, I've got the light Air Force blue colour, and that is 5.5 inch square, and then the inner cream is 5 1/4 inch square. I think for that one. So I'm just using a bit of funky glue on this. And your funky glue will last ages.
Gene Savage says, love these live demos, keep it up. Jana McPhee says, go on Owain, show us what you can do. It's happening. Future weeks is happening.
You've got to give the people
I'll
the people demand Owain crafting.
Would we like to see the boys craft?
No, we will. We'll show it. We're thinking in a few weeks' time we may have a bit of a new setup with the studio as well. So hopefully a new look and give more space for us to do some more adventure stuff sort of side by side. So looking forward to that. And what have we got? Lynn say, would love this die set, Lynn said. Very pretty. Andrea says, Tonic thinking about doing sticky pads. No plans as yet, but never know. We always try and expand our crafting range.
Looking for new things, isn't we? So never say never, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much my response. I never know.
Right, so that's where we are so far. So pop the card through, and that's our starting block. Right. So I've cut everything now ready because I thought it's a little bit boring watching cutting all the time.
Not with a new camera.
Not with a new camera.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know about that one until I came down today. Okay, so I've used the keys, and I've actually cut 2 sets of keys. So if you look on this one, I've done one in the metallic silver and I've done one in the satin silver, just to make them look a little bit different. And I've also just popped a little bit of the blue in the back of this one. I didn't want all the keys, so I just put a little bit in there.
These keys are part of the home Rococos, by the way. So
Yeah.
these.
So I'm going to ink through to give it another little bit of dimension. So I've got a little sponge, and I've actually got a distress ink here in a weathered wood. So I've popped a little bit of ink on and just dabbing it over the top of the die cut.
Yeah, for you guys, if you're looking for the Rococo keys or the Rococo home sections, they're available throughout the trade from tomorrow, okay? So they're exclusivity ends with Create and Craft, and they're available everywhere.
There we are. So when we pop this out now, it just gives a little bit more definition. I don't know which camera we're on now.
That's
We're
it,
getting
top one.
confused, yeah? You can see a little bit more definition on the top of the bow. So it saves another layer, but it looks like you've put another layer on. So I'm going to cover my ink, because otherwise I'll probably put my hand in it.
It's alright. I've got Doris McLeod said, I know this might sound silly, but I just can't get the flip-flop dies to work. Can you do a demo with those, please? I think we did a
did a demo a couple of weeks ago on it.
I think it might have either be show 1 or show 2. We'll let you know. We'll reply to your comment on there. But I think it's one of our earlier Tonic live shows. It was one of the first ones we did, because a few people were asking about the flip-flop die set and getting it to work correctly. So yeah, we've done a tutorial previous on that, but we'll be able to let you know which one it was. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, I put the silver one on the bottom last time, so I'm going to put the satin on the bottom this time. So I leave the bottom die whole. Don't cut anything off the bottom die. But I want to take one of the keys off the metallic silver. So it could be either one. Which one? They both look like they're on top to me. So I'm going to chop this one this time. So just take that off. Oops. And just cut around the one key.
If you show them up close, there we go, just so they know which bit you're cutting.
There we are. So I'm just going to chop around there and around the other side, and that's all I'm going to take off. So we've still got the bow in situ. I've still kept the ring in situ because I want that to look like the key ring is still there. And then when we layer that on top, it just gives it another bit of dimension. And then we take the bow then. Well, I don't want any of the ring this time. So I'm chopping all the key ring off. And I'm just leaving the bow. I'll take out the little bit.
That's cool. So you can use little bits of the key, or use a bit of the die that you want to use. Yeah.
Never be afraid to cut into your dies. And at the end of the day, they're a piece of paper. You can always recut it. So we'll have a little bit of glue on the back of this. Just little dabs.
There we go. We've got Sandra Lupa says, I think I definitely need those keys. Very versatile die. Passed driving test, new home, even cut down for 21st birthday.
Exactly.
Yeah, very versatile. We almost got into one of those competitions again where we try and name stuff it can be used for.
Well, that's right. Even though they were home dies, I didn't want to do a home card.
Yeah.
I've got a little smudge of glue on there, but that'll wipe off.
Maria says, good morning. Nearly missed the show. Thanks, Ruth. Again, I think I've said, if you missed any of the show, it's all uploaded later, so you've got to watch it from the very beginning. But join us till the end and say hi, and write your comments, because I'll do my best to say hi to everyone. And any questions I don't answer here, what I'll do is I'll answer them in Tea Time with Tonic, which is on at 4 p.m. today. So what we're going to do, we've got a new Facebook group alongside sort of Tonicaholics, which is the you guys sort of running that one. We've got one just for this sort of Tonic Live setup. So anything you want to see, or just show us your cards, what we'll do is we'll go through them, me and Alison, later, and just show them to all you guys at home if you haven't seen them before. And it's the Tonic Live chat page. If you haven't joined it already, just if you type that into Facebook, into the header, Tonic Live chat page, you'll be able to find that.
And we love to see your comments.
Yeah, if you've got any cards which you've made, not necessarily have to include all Tonic dies either, just, whether it be one or it's the sort of main feature of the card, we'd like that, but, nothing essential. If you hashtags, if you haven't used hashtag before, sort of that sort of symbol, I think Dan will maybe show it at the bottom of the thing, like you'd see on a phone, hashtag, there we go, it's at the bottom of the screen now. So hashtag, if you put that after your cards, it makes it easier for us to find them straight away. So just say, oh, this is the card I've made today, and followed by hashtag Tea Time with Tonic. We can go through them, find them and then show them, and me and Alison will have a chat and a look through them later on.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that today.
Bit of excitement. So there we go. We've popped our bow. We've 3D'd our bow on the top. So it's just something different to do with your dies. Again, I'm going to pop some little 3D pads on the back. And unfortunately, they do need to be cut down because mine are little centimetre square pads.
Alright, yeah. Paula says hi, Owain and Alison.
Hi
Paula. Our presenter on Creating Craft done really well this week. Look, it was awesome. Well done. So Karen saying well done, Dan, and the new Tonic Live graphic, impressive. Well done, Dan.
Thanks,
I can't take all
Karen.
the credit.
Kate, one of our designers, did the Tonic Live. In the top of the screen, you can see. I think I'm pointing the right way. Yeah, there we go. Tonic Live, that graphic, yeah, done by Kate, one of our designers. We're trying to introduce you to a few more of the team as we go through in a few weeks. As we go through.
They're all a bit shy at the moment.
Oh yeah.
But
I
I'm
got sort of
sure-
thrown at you when we first decided to do it. But now,
You're very comfortable, but
yeah, I don't mind this.
You like to come down for a bit of banter.
No, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy
It's
seeing
your
all you
highlight.
guys' comments and
It's
and
your
answering your
highlight of the
questions.
week.
It is becoming fast becoming that. I do it. I love this so much.
Okay. So there's a little... Oh, I missed one there. Just going to pop one more. Sorry, I know it's a little bit boring.
No, it's like show them up close, like how you cut them. You've done them.
You can see by my fringe in here where I've cut them.
Yeah, you can cut them. So you've just given. If I hold that close up, just so that they can see, that's the pad. There we go. I'll be able to show on the side cam if Dan can.
Oh, yeah.
Just switch over to that. There we go. There you go. That's what it's there for. Those shots. There we go.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to pop this in the centre. Taking the backs off now is the bit that's the pain.
Linda Poland. Sorry I'm late. Linda, she's a usual.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Afternoon.
Absolutely.
You can watch it back from the start, Linda. Yeah, anyway, later on. Andrea says it's wonderful. Thanks, Andrea. Will you have, or have you done a snow globe? I don't want to buy another brand. We haven't done a snow globe yet that
we
I've seen. It may be
haven't.
something we can do. We'll put it forward to. We got an ideas wall full of. Because you guys send in ideas all the time, so we just put them on the ideas wall, and it's often something we can pick up or is talked about in meetings, and we go through them.
There we are. So there's my keys all stuck down. So the next bit now, we need a stop for the bottom of the card. So I've used our tiny treasure. I have cut two of them, yeah. I've used our tiny treasure die. And as usual, I'm gonna shadow it. So again, I had to think of this last week. When you're laying them one on top of the other, and either bring it down and over to the right, or up and to the left, and that way you get a shadow that looks appropriate.
I'll say they'll just do.
Just a little bit of glue.
No problem. It's nice to see cards being made real time. Andrea said that's exactly what
Yeah.
we're going for.
Yeah.
Someone's asking Angela about the Mr. and Mrs. Dies. A lot of you be asking about those. What we've done, there was a waiting list for the Mr. and Mrs. Dies. We had 200 in. All those are now sold out on the waiting list, but they're coming back in Monday, so we're going to have more, and we're going to make it available to everyone. So we'll let everyone know how you can purchase those on Monday. I mean, we got it remade for it was back in demand. It'd been discontinued, but you guys say at Tonicholics and at across Facebook wanted it back, so we brought those back for you. So we'll let you know. It's probably going to be Monday. We're going to let you know how to purchase. Okay, so any other questions on that, just either drop me up, say, a private message on Facebook, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Sorry guys, there's a few more pads again.
That's all right.
There's no easy way to do them.
Carol asks, he just joined, feeling poorly, so watching with Bailey, our newly adopted cat.
Oh,
Oh, that's
lovely.
And my girlfriend actually, she went with her friend to get like a cat from. They went to cat protection the other day, so I'm not sure
right.
whether that's where you got the cat from. But she's constantly showing me pictures of cat protection, trying to get us to have a cat. But I don't know. We'll
There's
wait.
loads next door to me.
It's a commitment, Like we might get a cat in the future. I think that might be something that we do.
Should come down and visit by me.
What have they got? Cat protection there.
Mhm.
That's it. Oh, because they got a cat protection Facebook page, and they just go through it. Yeah, with the pictures of the kittens.
Oh.
Margaret saying, Sutton, just watching. I'm from Romford in Essex. Hi, Essex.
Hi.
If you haven't joined us before, we're based in South Wales, or Bridgend, Pyle area. We are so between Bridgend and Port Talbot. If you know that area. It's always nice to hear where you guys are from.
If any of you are out and about in this weekend and you live in the Bridgend area, I'm going to be at the Bridgend show, which is on the Pencoed campus of Bridgend College. And we're going to be doing workshops down there. So come over, come and say hello. Because I love to see people.
Yeah. Well, we'll put up a list. There's a Crafting with Facebook page as well, which is just where we're going to be at public shows across the country. I know a lot of our presenters and things are there, doing some crafting, whether it be Alison, Donny, whoever's up there, and doing those sort of shows. And Dan's often there as well for you to see. So yeah, we'll put those up as well. So throughout the year where we are, if you want to ever come and see us.
There we are. And if you're in Doncaster, Donny is on the Crafty Devils stand in Doncaster. And she's doing some fabulous demos with the pattern panels dies. So there's our cards, all done and dusted. Brilliant. So hopefully you'll be able to do some and show us some pictures.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to see any. If you guys have made along, I'm hoping that's what you've done.
Craft along with Ali.
Yeah, craft along. Then hashtag that into Tea Time with Tonic as well. Yeah, there we go. There's a close up on the new cam. You see that? I love the 3D-ness of it. On the. You really can't see that sometimes on the camera, but on this one you can. See that? Sort of raised. Love that. Well done, Al.
Thank you very much.
It always sounds like, I don't know, whatever I say that, but no, honestly, awesome tutorials from Alison as every week. Great card, Alison. Amanda's watching him work with the sound down. Beautiful, love the colours. Sandra says lovely card, Alison. Hi, watch from sunny Portugal. Well done.
Lovely.
Well done, Portugal. January for yesterday. So I hope you're enjoying yourself out there. Lovely, Alison, from Amanda. Lovely comments, always such nice comments, guys. Really thanks for that.
It's lovely, it's really lovely.
There we go. So we'll stand these up at the front. We'll give one of these cards away again and include it in the competition this week. And the competition is everything you'd need to make this card, in fact. All of it, so I'll just show them. Oh, too loud. There we go. So that's everything. And all you need to do is we'll pick one from one of the comments. We've had loads of comments today, so we'll just pick one from one of the comments below. But all our social media is going across the bottom of the screen now. So if you don't follow us on any of this, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Pinterest, we're on YouTube as well. So we're uploading our videos to YouTube. If you struggle to watch them on Facebook for whatever reason, we're uploading them to YouTube now just so you can watch them back. We're on Twitter as well. If you ever if you tweet on there, and that's pretty much it for social media wise. But yeah, any comments or questions you have, especially for Tea Time with Tonic, we're back at 4 PM today, so if you want to join us, we'll be just going through some of the cards that you sent in and hashtag with Tea Time with Tonic using that. Some of them who didn't hashtag with that, we'll still have a look at those. I think it was a new thing for you guys to join in with. We'll be going back through that later, but until then, I guess it's goodbye. Come on, Dan.
Come on,
get in
Dan,
for what you haven't shown Dan before.
That's it. A quick hello.
There's Dan. There's just
I look like I'm really tall.
You are really tall, Dan. But the sight of me,
I
you're
sit
really
down.
tall.
I'll crouch down a bit. So.
But yeah, once again, guys, thanks everyone for joining. Hopefully, see you all at 4 PM. If you missed any of the show, you just joined us now. Don't worry, it's all going to be uploaded in about 5 or 10 minutes on the Facebook page. But really kind again, guys. So we'll see you from me and Alison. See you at 4 PM for Tea Time with Tonic. Bye.
Bye.